Today, I'd like to introduce our plan and vision to create the de facto cryptocurrency for the virtual and augmented reality industries. This is Weave from WEARVR. Here's a quote which I think is really important. For a token to work, it needs to have participants. Now, we're in a fairly unique position in that we're launching a cryptocurrency for our existing business, WEARVR. WEARVR is uniquely and advantageously positioned as the only completely independent app store within the virtual and augmented reality ecosystem. We have the participants, and we've been building a community for 4 years. So let me tell you a bit about our business. Back in 2014, we launched a platform to enable VR content creators to distribute their apps and their experiences. Around this time, the Oculus Rift Development Kit 1 was being released, and we worked very closely with these early adopters of the technology. Fast forward to today, and we're the leading independent app store with over 3,000 titles and around 7,000 registered developers on our platform, and approximately 3 million downloads to date. And now we're launching our coin, Weave. We believe Weave will help solve problems present within the VR industry and help our community to grow, and with that, create the perfect token to flow through the VR and AR ecosystem. Here's a short video which outlines the solutions we're providing and how we're going to do it.
WEARVR is uniquely positioned as the only completely independent app store within the virtual and augmented reality ecosystem. We're now launching our very own cryptocurrency called WeaveCoin to not only improve the way our existing app store works, but also to solve problems present within the VR industry. There is a lack of VR content being created and few opportunities to support independent developers who have been driving the VR industry forward from the start. The problem of copyright theft exists, and in the future we foresee issues around the transfer of ownership of digital assets. Weave is the coin that will power these solutions. It is the currency that will flow through the VR and AR ecosystem, enabling further content creation, digital rights management, transparency of ownership, and user rewards and incentives. And here's how. To begin with, we will integrate Weave into our existing centralized app store, providing a dedicated currency alongside fiat. Weave will be the native currency for the WEARVR decentralized app store, with no transaction fees for buying and selling VR experiences. App ownership will be protected by DRM and kept transparent on the blockchain. Weave will be used by the community to fund exciting new VR projects. This gives the community a voice on what's made, as well as a great opportunity for content creators to raise funding. Once the app is funded, the investors will receive a portion of the revenue generated. Our MRG, mixed reality goods market, will allow creators, buyers, and sellers to exchange digital assets using Weave as the exclusive currency. We will create and manage this exchange, which will be blockchain-driven, supported by smart contracts to provide proof of ownership. We believe Weave will have a profound impact on the virtual and augmented reality ecosystem. And we've spent the last 3 years creating partnerships and laying the foundations and business relationships to be the best placed company to launch a dedicated cryptocurrency for the VR/AR markets. To find out more and register for our private sale, visit www.wearvr.com/ICO.
Our token will be built and created on the Stellar Lumens platform, chosen for its low transaction fees, high levels of security, and speed. A total of 960 million tokens will be minted, with 50% being available for the public and private sales. 90% of the total supply available will be dedicated to our private sale, with the remaining 10% dedicated to the public sale. This slide just shows what we plan to do with the 50% that we're not selling. As you can see, quite a large portion being put into airdrops, ecosystem partners, and company reserves. And this is what we plan to do with the funds raised. A lot of the money going into content creation and the development of the solutions that were outlined in the video. So we've spent 4 years building a complete VR and AR ecosystem and now ready to launch Weave, the universal token for VR/AR. We believe this will have a great impact on the industry and help it grow. Our private sale starts in about 2 to 4 weeks, and you can get in touch with us via ico@wearvr.com, and our white paper can be downloaded via www.wearvr.com/ICO. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Judges. You've already raised 3.5 million.
Pardon?
You've already raised 3.5 million, right? In last, started in 2014.
We've raised some funding, yes, correct.
Yeah, so now why an ICO? Why not again go back to the investors and ask for more funding?
We're not actually doing the ICO to raise the money, if that makes sense. We're doing it because we feel we've got the right, we're best placed to do it in terms of providing these solutions that are outlined that we couldn't do without having the blockchain and the smart contracts that we've described, such as the content creation, the crowdfunding. We're not going to raise 30 million in institutional investment to do that.
So what is the amount that you really need? Because your soft cap is 2 million and your hard cap is 30 million. That's like as an investor, if I come in, what are you looking for? What is the real money? Because you're given the percentage where you're going to use it. How much are you really looking for? To build your plan out, what is your plan?
Sure. I mean, ideally, we're looking to hit the 30 million, the hard cap. That's why it's there. That's what we're looking for.
So what's the 30 million used for?
Well, it's outlined in the use of funds slide.
When you say you need 2 million, and the difference between 2 and 30, that's what the question is.
Right, yeah, I get that.
What are you going to use that extra 28 million for? If you can build this or market this in 2, why do I need to give you 28 more is the question.
That's a good point, yeah. I understand what you're saying. No, yeah, that's a fair point. It's tough for me to answer that question, off the top of my head. What I would say is that perhaps the 30 million hard cap is maybe our soft cap should be higher.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for the question.
Thank you.